Welcome back to the channel. Now, the other day I did forget to film a lot of stuff because I did not have my phone. So technically I didn't forget. Yeah, I didn't forget because I didn't have my phone or anything to record with. But I'm going to show you what, let's get you caught up a little bit. What you all missed, or what you all didn't see because I forgot to record it because I didn't have my phone or whatnot. I got that one, the temperature coolant sensor wire wrapped all the way down there, coming down right up and through there. You can see those two wires. I just got to, tuck them up a little bit more so it gets rid of that little. That's where this is all done. All that other wiring, I got it all wrapped up. Done deal. I got that wire fixed that I somehow broke that sucker. So now we got to try to figure out, hold on. I'm going to be building a little spacer to get rid of those washers sitting there. Those washers, let's see if I can zoom in a little bit. That's not good. We got to get rid of those washers. So that's today's job. Get rid of those washers and see if I can tackle that fuel line that's underneath. Power steering. Yep. Power steering fluid leaking everywhere. That's just the bolt where it mounts. Look how shiny right there it is. A little shiny right there. A little crack in the back. I can get a better look at it. Dang it. Yeah. Little leak right there. Means I don't have my car right now. We are going to be making some custom pieces. Yep, I sure did. We got to take about a 1/4 inch off. Whew. Custom. 3 hours later, nothing more than this little guy. Custom part. Custom. All right, now that we got that little part painted, because I don't want no rust coming up, I'm gonna paint it. Now we're going to tackle this thermostat, and then I'm going to clean up these little hose clamps. I'm going to show you what I'm going to do to clean those hose clamps up to make it look nicer. No gasket at all. Barely used any silicone on it to begin with. I wonder why that thing was leaking. Oh my goodness, look at all the disgusting. That is not good. That's inside the damn motor. Barely anything on there. Well, I messed up bad. I didn't mess up bad. Once I realized this guy's got a O-ring, the gasket that I have isn't the right one. So I just need to get a new O-ring, replace this guy, and move on with life. Picked up this thermostat housing. Thought it would work. Nope. Puts it in the wrong angle versus the old one. So that sucks. So we're going to have to try to use the old one, and I'm just going to have to go back and see if I can find a new O-ring for that sucker. Let's go. Got the thermostat O-ring. Took forever to find it, but we got it. So I'm going to get that slapped together, get that part put in there that I made for him. Let's check the alignment on the belts and hope to God anything else goes wrong. I got to get this thing where it'll roll forward and get outside so I can open the doors, because if you haven't noticed, I do not have any room to open these doors. It was a fight and a half, and I cannot get in underneath there to finish the wiring. So we got to get that done today too. But I was able to get the thermostat and that filled back up, and the hose all attached, and that filled back up. I'm ready to fire it up, but we ran into that problem. So I gotta figure out what is going on here so that we can make everything work. But that is the biggest concern right now, because that's what we had an issue with before. It was barely hitting the bottom of it, and it was making the belt squeal. So we gotta figure something out, something different. Alright, remember that trick I told you about the hose clamps? So what you do is you take yourself some good old electrical tape, you stretch it around the hose clamp. You take the hose clamp off, you stretch it out, and you line it all up nice and you curl the edges around, heat it up a little bit so that it adheres better, and then when you slap it on the hose, it looks beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Perfect. We're back on the GTO. Now, after getting all the pulleys lined up, so now power steering pump, it's all lined up, looking good. But this alternator is not lined up. The belt that I got for it it won't work after getting the pulleys all lined up for it. Because now, let me show you what's going on. That belt again is back to hitting that bottom of the water pump, and after getting everything lined up, we are a bit short. So there's a problem. Wee bit of a problem right there. The more I work on this car, the more I see that they use washers to make spaces. Check this out. They didn't put the right kit together to make this system work. So that leads me to believe that there's no kit for it. So I put the old belt back on, and now it makes sense why they had this belt on here in the first place. Check this out. Alright, so now with it all lined up correctly, and I don't know if you can really see it, but the belt isn't touching anymore. Now it's fully extended. I mean, it's still got a little bit of room. It might slap it a little bit, but this is where the issue lies. We're trying to get the alternator away from this radiator belt or radiator hose, because this alternator is cutting into the radiator hose. This is one of the reasons why I was trying to readjust, put this back halfway, but because of where it pivots from, it'll change the angle about this side of the belt, and it will slap it right on the bottom of the water pump. So I'm trying to figure out whether I'm going to do like maybe a serpentine style idle pulley, so that way I can loosen this up, put it halfway, and maybe mount it here. But I'm afraid that it's going to make it look goofy. Not 100% sure, but at least it'll bring that belt back off and make it look semi better-ish. Because I don't even think if we put an electric water pump on it, it would give us the room, because that water pump, you know, the electric ones pretty much have a big base right here. So yeah, let me, because mind you, this is, I don't know if I said it, but this is the original belt that we took off. Okay, so now let me think about a new way of protecting this. That is our issue now. Everything else is lined up, looking great, and except for this is fully adjusted now. There is no more adjustment. So now we got to figure out something. I know this piece can probably be moved over and give it more adjustment, but this is an issue. We've got to figure out this issue with this radiator hose. I mean, if we swapped out the radiator, got one that was on, this hose was over here, and all I have to do is turn that and face it that way, done deal. But I know he doesn't want to swap out a radiator, so let's see what we can do. without swapping the radiator. All right, so my boy's LED lights came in, so we're gonna check them out and see how they look. Let me get you set up. Are you kidding me? Damn it. Wrong size. Let me go back and see what I ordered. Did I screw up the order? Did they? I don't know. We'll find out. But this is a 5 inch right here. This is almost like a 7 inch. So let's, son of a bitch. All right. But getting this car to fire up today, that was the goal. That did not happen. So it is, I don't know. What time is it? 8:30. It's 8:30. I think it's time for me to go home and get some parts tomorrow and see what else we can do with this rig. But until then, see you guys on the next time.